Are you guys ready for the final Maplestory class interview in the entire series? 51 classes will all be done after this one is over. Well, since there's only one left, there's really not much teasing for me to do. We'll just get right down to it. I have one of the best fire poison mages in all of Reboot coming on to chat with us. You know, anyone who's done even like 1% of the research required could figure out there's only one class left. So this interviewee, my next guest, has been recommended to me through some of the other well-known fire poison mages, which honestly, just to me at least, means that it is someone who can explain this class to me like I'm 5 years old, because I don't know what's going on with this class, guys. I heard a rumor this class doesn't have any cooldowns or something. Without further ado, some of you guys got it right. We do have the one and only COLDMAYO coming on to talk about fire poison.
Hello.
Yeah, what up, bro?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. This is the last class.
Crazy.
So sorry to put you guys in last place. Didn't mean to do it. It just kind of happened that way.
Nope, no worries.
No,
we're here.
You know what they say, right? Save best for last or something like that.
Yep. That's it.
Okay, I have some questions before we get started, but do you have something that you maybe want to start this little interview off with by like just showing people something cool, unique about the class, something that maybe got you hooked?
I'm hooked. I can do this, I guess. I can just talk around the map and then
okay.
And then go away. Nothing too crazy unique and,
damn,
flashy.
It must stink in that room.
Yep.
Why are you in like a dark little shed? Is this just the place you hang out?
Just waiting room, I guess. I don't know. Just feel like it.
Just the waiting room. That's so funny. This looks like what I imagine most Maplers' bedrooms look like.
Oh yeah.
just dark with like there's just like a little bit of light coming in through like the portal over there, but I'll just pretend that portal is their computer monitor. God damn. This is where you guys live, isn't it? All right. I'm really pumped about this class. I was like really normally, like when I play MMOs, I've played a lot of mages, and I usually try to lean towards like fire type stuff, and then yeah, and Maple, I don't know, this is just like a really unique take on mage. Like poison and fire, I don't think I've ever seen together in one class in any of the games I've played. So yeah, it's
definitely not the material most games touch on, I guess, and like this combo is really weird. I agree.
Yeah, and
it's probably also a reason why it's like one of the least popular of mages, probably.
Yeah,
this is just not, there's thunder, there's always a bishop, but not really much of a poison, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, before we talk about the class, why don't you give us a little bit of the origin story on you? Okay, wait. The first thing that I want to know before you talk about like your Maple history, do you have an interesting story when it comes to like your username?
Oh wow, I didn't expect this to be asked.
COLDMAYO is just like, this is such a weird, like, what are we doing?
Okay. It's really stupid, but so when I was making this character, I was thinking about what IGN I should make. And I was craving sushi back then. Okay. I guess. You know the spicy mayo on top of the rolls usually. And I thought about that, and then I thought spicy mayo was too typical, so I just changed to COLDMAYO. But
That's so funny. It's what's
yeah,
funny is that you
it's really
remember it.
stupid.
Like,
Yeah, I get asked this like time to time, but yeah, this is what I tell people. It's nothing crazy.
yeah, it's so random,
Yeah.
and then it just stuck.
Yep.
Damn. All right. Okay. So why don't you tell us about your MapleStory journey? When did you start playing?
Yeah, so I started playing in end of 2016. I think that's like year after Reboot launched.
Okay.
And it's a period where the fifth job first came out. I was freshman in college, and then my friend just randomly told me like, hey Mayo, Maple has a fifth job coming out, and I told him like, why would I care? I haven't touched Maple in like so long, but then like it was during finals week too. I was just studying, I got bored, and then I just turned on the computer and then downloaded Maplestory, and then here I am.
And you've just been hooked ever since?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Have you mostly been playing like straight through? Have you taken like a couple little breaks or?
I actually took my very first break a few months ago.
Oh,
I
okay.
took like break for about 5 weeks, something like that. But
Okay.
before that, I actually never really took a absence from game ever. Really.
Damn. You're just grinding since like 2016, 2017.
Yeah, I don't grind that hard, but I've been pretty consistent about it.
Yeah. Even if it's just daily story, just log in and
Yeah.
get some stuff done. Damn, I respect it. That's honestly, that's some dedication. That's some yeah, that's loyalty. That's loyalty to your game, bro.
It's been too long, I guess.
Do you have any like I assume you have experience clearing most of the end game bosses at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any like particular clears that you're like proud of? Whether it's like early clears or just like really, really min cut or anything like that?
Definitely the one I'm most proud of, and it's the first Black Mage clear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Tamir also mentioned it. I wasn't a part of the party, and then naturally, as we were also the first group to first liberate the Genesis weapon.
Damn. Okay. That's pretty OG.
Yep, it's like 5 years, something like that.
Dude, I was saying
Pretty
it to
long
Tamir,
time.
but like being part of the first group that cleared Black Mage would have been so hype. Like that, it's an hour-long fight, right? Like, I'm sure like the whole community was just like banging their head against that fight for like weeks, trying to just get that thing down. And then, yeah, I don't know. That sounds so cool. Like of all the bosses that you could be a part of the first clear for, I think that's probably one of the coolest ones in my opinion. But obviously I haven't done every boss yet. That's an hour-long fight. Like that takes some dedication. Damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know you're part of that group. That's sick. Okay, well, with that, why don't we start talking about this class? Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay, first things first. Let's talk about your burst. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. I'm so sorry. Let's talk about your burst damage. This is just kind of how we start off every single one of these interviews. And honestly, I think it's probably the thing that most people are like looking at when they look at classes. So yeah, just talk me through it. What's it like? What are your cooldowns? I said this before I pulled you into voice, but I heard a rumor that fire poison doesn't really have cooldowns.
Yeah, we don't have a cooldown. So you say people want to look at the burst, but we don't have a burst really. So you see my buff sequence right here? It's just sequence that. This just common skill, common skill, common skill.
Okay. And then what's that like fiery egg?
Oh, it's just a summon.
Oh.
It's nothing. It's just a summon, just to keep it refreshed.
Okay.
Yeah, our unique cooldown, longest unique cooldowns, probably just this skill, Elemental Fury, which is 75-second cooldown.
Okay.
So like, I'm pretty sure all the other classes have their own unique 1 minute, 2 minute cooldowns for their bursts, but we don't really have that. We just send everything off cooldown.
Okay.
So naturally, we don't really have a cooldown to play around for except for commons.
So you like really see? Do you have like a couple skills that you try to like line up to do like a bit more of a chunk of damage, or is your damage just like straight up consistent like all the way through a fight?
Oh, it's consistent.
Okay.
We have a lot of our cooldowns are like this is like main skills, 20 seconds, 25 seconds, 25 seconds, 25 seconds.
Okay.
Set 75 earlier as
Yep.
mentioned. This is 50. This is 50. Goes on to like 7 and then 4 seconds, something like that.
Interesting.
Everything's short, and they just basically just press everything on cooldown.
So this is like the only class that doesn't really have like burst to line up. I mean, obviously you have like your whatever, your common skills, 60-second, 2-minute, whatever, but that's really interesting. Okay. I don't even know how to ask this then. I guess like,
Yeah.
do you want to just give me a ranking for your burst damage, I guess, like the non-existent burst damage, and then we can just move on and we can just talk about, I guess, what it's like just doing damage in general, since you're like pretty much all DPM.
Yeah, just burst is just D. We don't have burst.
Okay.
It's just consistent. Yeah.
Okay.
Subclasses, everything's just consistent.
Yeah. Okay. Quick. We'll move on then. So yeah, let's just talk about dealing damage then, I guess, as a whole. So like DPM, off burst, whatever. Do you maybe want to go to the dojo so we can just see what it looks like to just cycle through and deal damage on this class? It's so weird to like, I don't know.
Very different from most classes, how you think about it.
Like, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that like everyone just cares about just lining up your burst with the rest of your party and all that stuff like this. Like actually just like the most important thing in this game, and then like you don't have any.
It's better to just send everything on cooldown and just refresh cooldown. Every time. Yeah.
All right, so get this thing summoned. Maybe turn up effects as well, so I can so we can see like the skills that you're pressing too, and then yeah, this is so interesting.
Okay, so how do I start this? Our basic skill that no cooldown is just a flame sweep.
Okay.
Just sweep going on.
Okay.
And then every 10 seconds we have a skill called Flame Haze.
Okay.
Which flies to the boss and then sticks onto it and then creates the poison mist
okay.
on top of the boss. And then when there's a mist on top of the boss, you can use the mist eruption to blow it up, the mist, and then it does quite a bit of damage.
Yeah.
And then it also when you have you refresh the cooldown of the Flame Haze, so you can use Flame Haze, Eruption Haze.
Oh, when you blow it up, it resets the cooldown? Okay.
And then you just sweep when everything's off on cooldown.
Okay.
And then obviously our prior skills, the Poison Nova and Dot Punisher. Poison Nova, you just use top of the boss, and then 2 seconds later you can use Mist Eruption again to blow everything up with the skill.
Okay.
Eruption. And then this is our main skill, Dot Punisher. Crate balls, and then other ones just Negative Flame, Meteor, which also has a final attack passive, and then Poison Chain, which is just a one-tap skill. You just attach the boss, and then it just does more damage. It just does damage. Nothing too interesting.
Interesting. It is interesting, though. This is very unique.
And then the Fury, which is our longest cooldown skill, it's just this.
Oh, just a big dude?
Big dude, 75 seconds. I did have to touch on we are based on the system called the Fervent Elemental Drain. Right here, where is this? Yeah, Fervent Drain. Basically, any damage over time skills you have, I get a 1 stack each, and then get a 5% final damage each. And I just capped at 25%, 5 stacks.
Okay.
So you see up here?
Yep.
Flame Haze gives like 1, and then increase the mist. Mist also gives another stack. Our hyper skill, which is called aura. If it hit, it also gives stack. Megiddo Flame also gives stack. Teleport on top of boss also gives stack.
Oh damn!
Obviously,
okay.
the main skill gives stack, and then our summon. This thing when you attack it also gives a stack. So there's a lot of skills that give stack. So it's not really hard to keep up with this.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's some extra bonuses aside from final damage. So like to start off, our Mist Eruption. When we use this eruption, hits the boss, and we have 5 stacks of a fervent drain. It resets the cooldown of the flame haste, and it also does a lot more damage. You get a lot of modifier for final damage on this skill.
Okay.
That Punisher. So without any fervent stack on it, you get 15 balls created, but we get more balls as we get more stacks on this. And I know I say this capped at 5, but if you have more than 5 stacks, it goes beyond 20, and then it capped at 25.
Okay. Wait, so you can have more than 5 stacks?
No, it does. Final damage buff capped at 5.
Yeah.
But if I have more damage over time debuff on the boss, then I can make more than 5 extra.
Oh, okay.
Usually I think I have like around 22 per cycle.
Okay.
And also, it's a little niche, but skills like Thief's Venom Burst also affects this if you have a Thief on your party.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
Yeah. And then also lastly, this one. So it says duration is 3 seconds, right? But if you have 5 stacks, then it gets another 3 seconds of the fervent drain.
Okay.
And then it's just basically if you are cooldown, you just use everything cooldown. Yeah, I'm just cooldown, use it again.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you've got like 8 skills or so that you're cycling there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Much. Something like that.
So you can like blow up some of your like poison clouds that you get from a couple of your skills. Can you blow up more than one? So like if you use the skill that's on, I think, X, and then also the one that's on W, right? Those are the 2 that you can blow up?
Yeah.
So can you blow up both of those at once?
Yes, it's definitely, you should blow up both of them at once.
Okay.
And it does a lot more damage, obviously.
Yeah.
So you're using both at the same time.
Okay. Damn, it's actually really cool. Okay.
A lot of short cooldowns you have to cycle through.
So I imagine you play Kant, like always, no matter what.
Oh yes, we are continuous class.
Okay. Do you do a lot of like trying to hit cooldowns inside the Kant? Like, do you hold for a couple seconds if your Kant's on cooldown?
Only Origin if I'm doing solo party, solo bossing.
Okay.
Because it's the cooldown's so low that it's just better to use off cooldown and then just cycle through. It's every time we try to delay something, it's just more damage loss for us.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I was just checking. And then in terms of like, so like right now, right? Like say everything is available, like all of your skills are available right now. Is there like sort of like a go-to combo to deal the most damage, or is it just kind of like a priority system, or like how do you determine like what order you're gonna cast all of the skills that are currently off cooldown?
So let's say I don't have Origin available. And so I just enter the boss. I just use the Flame Haste. So I get 2 stacks like this, and TP top of the boss. 3 stacks, 4 stack on the Ifrit, and then the Aura. 5 stacks immediately.
Yep.
So you just do this, and then you just use the Nova and then Dot Punisher immediately.
Okay.
Just because these 2 are the Dot Punisher is the most damaging skill we have available.
Okay, okay. And then you blow them up and then just cycle in the rest of the stuff, I guess?
Yep.
Okay.
and obviously Fury as well.
So it's mostly just like pressing skills off cooldown, but then there's a couple that you kind of like, if you can manage to, you want to kind of use them all together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Seems pretty straightforward. So in terms of performance, how much damage you're dealing, I have to imagine it's pretty high compared to other classes DPM wise.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll give it an S.
Yeah.
It's the only thing we really have going on.
Yeah. I mean, with literally like no burst, right? So because of the fact that you don't have any of your own like personal cooldowns, your burst is basically just, you're just adding a bit of damage with like Maple Goddess and terms and conditions, right? So do you just kind of like use them off cooldown always, no matter what, or do you try to line them up with your party depending on if you're playing in like a 2 or 3 minute?
So like for example, my ex-college party, we do 3-minute rotation. And then but I just cycle through my 2-minute every time, regardless.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's not that significant that it's worth like holding on to. You just press off cooldown always. Okay, got it.
And then if possible, I try to delay my current terms and conditions. So right now I have it lasts 30 seconds, and since this is 20-second cooldown, I try to line up so I can fit in 2 cycles of the skill in one AB link.
Okay, got it.
To try to maximize the buffs, and yeah.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, straightforward enough. Makes sense to me. Let's move on and talk about, we'll come back to this a little bit later, but for now, let's talk about your mobility. So what kind of stuff do you have available to you in regards to movement?
Mobility, nothing special, just teleport. Just teleport, and then just mage common skill. The
Okie dokie.
mana wave, just up there, and then just float. Kind of similar to the blink.
Yeah, okay.
But you're falling down.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing crazy. It just teleports.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's basically the same as like Ice Lightning and do you have so Ice Lightning had like a bunch of different toggles that changed the range of their teleport. Do you have something like that as well, or?
No, we do not.
You do not.
Okay. Our range of teleport is same as Bishop. We do boost the 5th job boost, the teleport mastery, TP teleport damage.
Yeah.
But I'll touch more on this later in the part.
Okay.
In the interview.
Sure. So give me a ranking for your mobility then. What do you think about it?
I know we only have a TP going on, but I say A because I think TP is just really good in bosses. So like if you know what you're doing, you can just shove in all the damage you can with the TP and then just dodge really easily. TP behind the boss, below the boss.
Yeah.
And yeah, and usually you don't really need too much aside from TP.
You do need a platform to teleport to, right? Like you can't teleport up.
That's true.
Okay, just checking.
So like, obviously, like Battle Mage, Lumi, when they have Equilibrium, their TP they have like double TP.
Yeah.
Those are better. Or like there's Ilium too, which is also TP class, but just flies around. But
yeah,
it usually just TP's pretty good enough in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. In terms of survivability, what kind of, so like specifically what I'm talking about is like not movement, not your ability to dodge stuff, but instead your ability to stay in a place where like there would normally be a lot of damage coming out. So like any kind of healing or shielding or damage reduction or iframes or doors or status resist, anything like that.
We have a status resist, elemental adaptation.
Okay.
Which it blocks the 10 abnormal status.
Okay.
And it just lasts until I use all of it. It is 240 seconds cooldown, so it's pretty long. But it's actually really nice. A lot of bosses, you can just kind of wing it with one cast of this, sometimes two, but it does save a lot. if there's any abnormal status stuff.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's pretty solid.
But aside from that, it's just E-form. All the mages have it.
Yeah.
Wow, we really don't have much stuff going on. Yeah, that's all. That's all, really.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just I'll tell you everything's up to TP and just how you dodge it.
Sure. Okay. So I guess what do you think your survivability ranking should be in this case?
C, probably. Yeah, I guess C because that's because of this thing, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not the worst, but yeah, it's
just all up to you and dodge it with the TP.
Yeah. And then it goes on cooldown. The 10 status thing goes on cooldown after you've blocked all 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Correct.
So you have to spend a lot of time without that available. Yeah. You have untouchable?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yes, we have untouchable.
Oh, okay.
This flame haze, this thing, so it does untouchable, but it's a already untouchable in the game. It only lasts 10 seconds.
Okay.
But since this is like part of our damage cycle, it shouldn't be too hard to keep it up when on the boss. But it's only really useful in Saren, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple fights where it's good, and then a lot of fights where it's, whatever. Okay, cool. Well, let's I think you did a pretty good job explaining what's going on with like your damage rotation. I don't know if you would be comfortable maybe showing off a little bit of a boss fight, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes in a boss fight.
Sure.
And maybe just like talk us through what you're doing while you're doing it. Okay, cool.
I can go Exalt, I guess.
Yeah. I'm actually really curious as to like how strong the DPM is as well in X-Lot compared to some of the other people that I've watched do it.
So I think they all talked about it, but Infinity.
Yep.
Yeah, just have to wait for a bit.
Yep. So Infinity is like the Explorer Mage thing. You have to. It's just like a buff you have to keep up. Is your duration? I assume it's the same as the rest of the classes, right? So you have like
every class have the same Infinity.
Yeah. So you have like 2 different buttons you press for Infinity, and you kind of cycle them back and forth every like 2 minutes or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Now, because you don't have burst, you don't have to worry about it as much, I assume.
I still try to line up with the cooldown every 2 minutes because
okay.
Eventually you do want to line up with the origin as well.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. But it's not as strict as other 2, I guess.
Yeah. And it's hopefully changing soon.
Yep. Don't have to wait for outside the boss anymore. That's nice.
Yeah.
For entry burst, by the way, I do the Creeping Toxin. This is a placement summon. And it detonates every time I use the active fire skill. And then I place this down, mist, and then sequence origin.
Okay. Are you doing this with no buffs? I don't know if you know that.
Oh shit. That's awkward. Should I re-enter?
No, it's fine. It's
I'll re-enter. I'll try to. It's okay without origin. I thought I clicked everything. What the heck? Whatever. Oh. What? I don't know why it's off. The heck?
All good. All good.
I'll just enter. It's okay. Like.
Yeah, we don't need an origin.
Yeah, I don't need origin. It's okay.
I'll say that origin did a lot of damage. What's your CP or like your Hexa converted?
Like 105, something like that.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just enter now.
Sure.
Yeah. Origin, I think our origin is one of the weaker though. You got nerfed. All you, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like for DPM, this like for not bursting and already being down 10%, like that feels kind of crazy. Wait. Is this class a demon? Like this is kind of a lot of damage.
You just have to press everything on cooldown, basically.
Yeah. That skill you have on your Q, that's like the most damage or the hardest hitting skill?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I can tell. That's the one that sends out all the like little fire orbs.
On paper, it shouldn't be the hardest. I think the sweep is the hardest damaging skill we have, but it's probably the most iconic and then just easy to use in the actual bosses since it just fights the boss.
Well, it's like it's definitely chunking the most, or maybe it's like a bunch of stuff that's lining up at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But every time that I see those orbs come out and they hit the boss, like that's when the boss, like the HP kind of melts a little bit.
Yeah, you can actually go down.
Yeah. Like look at the HP. Yeah. Like that was just like 4%, or 3%, something like that instantly.
Yeah, because we don't really rely on the cooldown too much, the long cooldowns.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I forget to like just bind and Lotus.
You're just on autopilot. You just keep damaging. You're not even worried about like when your cooldowns are coming up.
I usually just kind of save it for like how to get the safe mode.
Yeah. Damn, I kind of like this. This is really cool.
If you like the like short cooldown, kind of busy at the whole time,
yeah,
it's pretty fun. It's fun. Definitely fun.
Yeah, for a DPM class, this is super cool. All right, so I'm going to ask you for a rating on this class. Rotationally, gameplay-wise, you give me your very biased opinion on this. How much, if you had to rank it in terms of how much you enjoy it, how much fun you have playing it, how engaged it's keeping you in boss fights, what would you rank it?
Honestly, I'll give A.
Okay.
There's a couple complaints I do have going on with this class. Let me get out real quick. So this Poison Nova. I talked about earlier, but you blow it up after 2 seconds, right?
Yep.
So you can only do optimal damage, like all the damage if everything hits in this circle.
Okay.
So when the boss moves a lot, or like boss is small, it's impossible to hit all of them.
So you have to manually detonate them by pressing the skill again? Or you?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, it's always manual.
Got it.
So like, especially in Seren, like since the boss dash a lot, it goes down to like 3% of my actual BA compared to like 8, 9 to 10 usually.
Yeah.
And you just have to find like it's impossible to do it, basically.
Yeah.
But so that's one pain point. But it does get fixed in the next balance patch. You only have to land 3 for all the damage.
Oh, so, damn, okay.
I was very delighted after that one. It's a nice change. And then another one that actually gets fixed next patch too is I say the Fury's a 75-second cooldown. 75-second cooldown is very awkward. It doesn't line up with anything. I don't know why this is 75. And also our origin, I didn't touch about this earlier, but when I use it, you see this goes 10 stacks.
Yeah.
So this is we get for 20 seconds of this origin, our fervent drain goes up to 10 stacks. Okay. And because it goes 10 stacks, our fury lasts 9 seconds opposed to 6 usual. Okay. And so for it to line up with origin, I have in the boss with the 4-second cooldown head, I have to use it off cooldown every time. Okay. Like if I make it delay like just slight bit, then I have to just sack one cast or just use it off without origin.
Yeah.
So like, let's say like I killed a boss when I killed out one P1 of the boss when this came up, then I have to wait a bit for it to line. Like I'm basically losing a cast of this.
Yeah.
But it does get fixed to 60 seconds when the 2-minute patch happens. So
Okay.
it finally gets fixed.
So that'll be a lot more comfy. Okay.
Yeah. But aside from that, I find this class really fun. It's all of a button pressing, but like I know I'm gonna mention Bowmaster, but I do have a Bowmaster Legion Meal.
Okay.
I find it really boring.
Made it all the way to 275.
I made a Kali after this.
Oh my god, you went from Bowmaster to Kali? What are we doing? Yeah. That is crazy. Actually, opposite ends of the spectrum. He went from F to S. F to triple S. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I respect it. It honestly looks really fun, but I can completely understand where your complaints come from. That stuff sounds a little bit annoying.
So yeah, when they released the patch note for the 2-minute changes and our class changes, yeah, I was really happy. Yeah, it's been like this for too long, and then yeah.
So after the changes come through, if I got you back here, would you give it an S?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Well, I'm gonna set a date where I go and I change the ranking on the sheet from an A to an S. Someone remember that, okay, guys?
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about the difficulty of this class. So even if you don't think it's like anything particularly difficult, I would like to know what your thoughts are on what maybe like one or two things that you think are the most difficult to pick up this class for like a newer Fire Poison player.
For newer players, I'll just say just try to use everything off cooldown as mentioned. So that part isn't too hard in my opinion. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. It's just pressing everything on cooldown.
Yep.
Really, but there's a point where so if you real see we have this skill called Ignite. Volume. Right here. This is our basically this is our version of the Night Lord Mark, where it spawns after our fire skill. It spawns this Ignite on the ground. And it does 3 ticks of damage, and it takes about 2 seconds to all hit the boss basically. Problem with this is that when the boss moves, like the damage doesn't go through on the boss anymore.
It like walks out of the burn.
Yeah, so our optimal damage just try to get the boss onto the fire, Ignite below.
Yeah, okay.
And that's a more of the harder part of trying to min-max our damage. And also I mentioned earlier, our TP doesn't have 6 Hexa boost, but it does have a VMake Matrix boost. And every time I TP, it has a chance to oh, sorry.
It's alright.
Every time it does TP, oh, I turned it off. Oops. So it can generate the Ignite below the boss.
Okay.
So our optimal DPS is just try to keep DPSing on the boss to try to summon much Ignite as possible.
So you can have like multiple burns under the boss at the same time.
Yes.
Okay.
Our TP also creates the meteor final attack you can see going on in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that skill looks cool.
So trying to min-max is more difficult than people think it is. It's not just button pressing off cooldown. You just have to try to get the boss in one place and then try to lure the boss in one place.
Yeah.
And obviously in the real boss, like you can't really TP like left and right because they have their own patterns to attack you.
Yeah, for sure.
So you do have to know your boss patterns and then try to look at try to make max damage.
Okay.
And our haze and eruption has a pretty big delay, so when you use it, you kind of have to be careful that your boss doesn't have attack when you cast it.
Like it has a long
Black
animation.
Mage. Yeah, it has a really long animation, and then it's just our TP our TP kind of nullifies some part of it, but it still has long animation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only really part that makes it difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
So overall, what would you rank the difficulty of the class in terms of being able to play it like at an average level?
Average level, B.
B?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
If that's like if B is like a standard average of
Yeah.
difficulty,
Yeah, for sure.
B.
Yeah.
It's
I think that's
not,
fair.
It's obviously like harder than the button holding class, but harder than the combo classes. Less hard than combo classes.
Yeah. Yeah, and also because it's so like it's so DPM heavy, it's a class where you like actually just have to constantly be attacking. You can't like there's a lot of classes where it's like I'm just gonna wait for my cooldowns, and then I'm still gonna do 70% of the damage that someone who's like DPMing in between is also doing. This is like keep going or you're falling off, right?
Yes, you have to keep going for our damage to be optimal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. All right, well, let's talk about your party support then. What kind of stuff do you have? We mentioned before that you have Untouchable, right? I assume that is like that's pretty good in certain situations for some bosses, but anything else that maybe like buffs your teammates or increases damage, reduces damage they take, any kind of utility, anything like that?
We have a meditate. We give 30 a magic attack.
Okay.
That's it.
Only magic attack.
I guess the flame haze also includes a slow, but
okay.
Slow and the untouchable doesn't. It's not really relevant recent bosses, so I don't really rate them much. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 30 magic attack, slow and untouchable.
But in party bossing, it's also impossible to I want to lure the boss into the in my ignite right below it. But since it's like there's so many people in the party and then boss goes everywhere, it's impossible to play like that. That's another some negative.
So we'll give it some minus points for that one. Okay, so if in this situation for this ranking, if D was considered having absolutely nothing, if F was considered having less than nothing, and C was considered having a little bit more than nothing, and then obviously B and everything above that, what would you rank this?
I'll say D still because even though we have very tiny bit of a magic attack, the fact that we can't really do anything on the boss when there's people around, and then let's say I want the boss to attack left side, but there's party members on the right side.
Yeah.
I can't really tell them to come left and whatever.
Everybody get over here! Yeah. And they can't even see the fire, so it's like they can't even they can't even pretend to care.
I know some people in if they want to min-max Saren's boss like that, they want to TP into the wall and just cast everything like this.
Yeah.
And try to have everything on the left side and then have all the ignites back on the left and then just keep taking onto the wall. But it's really stupid, but it's just how it is.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Well, that's impossible to do in the party play.
Yeah, every time I'm in any of the bosses that I do, and anyone in my group is like, "Yo, let's go to the wall." I'm like, bro, I do not want to be on the wall. Like, what are we doing over here? Cutting off half my dodge space.
I give up. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I don't expect anyone to do that.
What are we doing over here, guys?
Yeah.
But I understand why you would want to do that as fire poison. Okay. Well, let's move on and let's talk about your masteries. So like your Hexa, what's going on there? How is your Hexa masteries and whatever else affecting your skills? How's it affecting the way you play your character? How's it affecting your power level?
Our mastery doesn't change anything.
Okay.
Really. So only thing that slightly changes that when we get the flame sweep in Hexa, our every third is a bigger one, and then when we hit the bigger one, it leaves like a mark like this. And then when there's a miss as well, you can detonate it at the same time.
From the mark?
Yeah, from the mark.
Okay.
You can't really tell, but it works like this.
Yeah. Okay.
It's hard to tell, but since it doesn't change anything, like you're still doing same stuff in the boss. Nothing changes. Our Hexa Megiddo Flame has like it gets the burst mode. I'm gonna right click this. So like let's say I use it as a burst mode. And I'm gonna cast it. It goes straight into the boss.
Okay.
Like that. But if I don't use the burst mode, I'll use it out in 30 seconds. It bounces a few times and then hits the boss. But because it generates the final attack and the ignite, our non-burst mode does more damage. It got buffed in the recent KMS for the burst mode damage, but it still does more damage to not have the burst mode. So basically it's useless. It doesn't change anything.
Okay. And that was your mastery 4?
Yes, mastery 4, yes.
Yeah. And then 2 and 3 are just damage increases to skills?
Yes, everything's just damage increase.
Okay.
Everything is damage increase.
Okay. Your origin you mentioned before increases the damage that you deal after for a little while because it increases the like max stacks you have. Yes.
Our origin, and then our fury lasts 9 seconds when we have a burst this buff going on. And also I forgot to mention our Plot Punisher creates the 25 balls because we have 10 stacks of the Carbon Drain.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then yeah, because you have 10 stacks, you're doing 50% more damage over time.
Yes, I do. I get additional 25% final damage.
Okay.
But as mentioned earlier, our origin got shafted a year ago or something like that. So it used to be one of the best ones, but now it's just really one of the worst ones, I think. It just turns up damage, it does.
Okay.
For percent-wise.
In terms of damage, yeah. But I guess because it gives you a little bit of a buff as well, maybe that makes it like average. Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay. And then all of your like 5th job boosts in your Hexa are just like flat numbers increase?
Just flat numbers.
Just damage. Okay.
Damage.
Do you know what the power gain is like from like very low investment from just like getting everything unlocked on a fresh 260 fire poison?
I think our mastery core is just like, it's nothing crazy. It's just like 3%, 3.5, something like that, and lower.
Okay.
So there's like, I know some classes get like almost 10% for level 1, something like that, but nothing like that. It just scales little by little.
Yeah. Is it like fairly linear, the gain from your masteries?
I'm not too sure, but probably.
Okay.
That part I'm not too sure.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was just checking to see if you knew. Okay, so the playstyle change is basically nothing. Except for, like every other class, you get an origin, you get a new button to press, and you want to press it when you have all of your buffs available. And then the damage gain for just unlocking stuff is also like nothing crazy. Okay.
It's just average, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you compare to other classes, but I think just average.
Yeah. So you think like the power gain overall from getting 6th job, getting all of your Hexa stuff unlocked is like average, like a B?
Maybe C.
Maybe C? Okay.
Yeah. B or C. I'll say C, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
You don't have any new skills or anything like that either.
I mean, low-key, as someone who wants to play all these classes but just doesn't have the time to like do Monster Park and grind them all out to 260, and they don't give us enough hyper burns, like low-key, I kind of like the classes that have these low rankings for Hexa, because that means I can actually like try them on their own without being 260, right?
Yeah, nothing crazy changes.
Yeah. Okay, good to know. Let's talk about your farming. What's it like farming on Fire Poison? With, let's say, with like level 1 Janus, like very, very
level 1 Janus?
Janus, yeah.
I can show you.
Yeah.
With this version, right? The Dusk.
I mean, either one, whichever one you would use if you just had level 1 Janus. Because you don't really have like summons, right? I mean, you have like
we do.
You have like the you do? Okay.
Yeah, we have a toxin. Well, it's not really a summon, but let me show you in a second.
Sure. Yeah.
Where should I go? Trying to think. It's been a while. Okay, I think this is where I farmed at. So right here, there's a platform right here, right? So I'm gonna put the crippling toxin down, and then you can see this spreads. Yeah. And I use fire skill. It booms to the other side horizontally.
Oh yeah, I used this. I used this when I was leveling. Right? Yeah. Okay, I remember this.
And then I want to stand on the platform something like this, and then use a surge skill explosion. This is just purely exists to basically proc the toxin down here. Okay. And then I just keep doing this, and then I'm gonna be cycling through the 3 50 stop skills, which is 3-second cooldown after cooldown hits. Okay. So use this X. The next wave, use this X. And then next wave, I use Stop Finisher and the X. And then it clears everything, and I'll just stand still here. Okay. So basically just 2 buttons per wave. And then it should the skill should come up every time. And then your Janus is clearing most of the stuff at the top that you're not getting to. Mm-hmm. Yes. Interesting. Okay. So like these really long horizontal maps, because of that summon, is pretty good. Yes, a lot of maps are kind of like this, where you have like a lower platform you can stand on top of. You just explosion and then just drop it and then just recast this every minute. It's like, again, this is like weird and like unique, but it's kind of cool. Oh, something about this class, dude. Something about this class. This was like give me the itch. One of the first class that like you just stand still in this farm before the Janus happened. And you didn't even use. Did you put down Urda Fountain anywhere? I put Fountain right here, but I don't think you need it in this map. Yeah, it just kills a little extra stuff, so you're like your Janus can target other things. Okay. That's basically it for the level 1 Janus. I can show you with like 20 Janus. If you want. Quick question for this strat though. Do you, because you're cycling 3 short cooldowns, do you need a specific number on your cooldown hat to be able to do this? I think every wave 8. You do need a -3, I think. Okay. At least. A -3. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, maybe -4. So it's a little bit of investment. Yeah, bit of investment for this. Okay. Someone said -2 minimum with 5%. With the 5% Legion block, Mercedes block. I could believe that. That makes sense, I guess. That makes sense too. Yeah. Okay. So 2 seconds isn't bad. 2 seconds isn't that crazy. Yeah, it depends. It's not that much investment. So. Oh, it is 3. It is 3. Never mind. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, classic. Never mind then. Well, yeah. I mean, 3 is Apparently 3 is still not that bad. You could also get wings, right? You could -2 and then get the. You can get the wings. Yeah. Okay. So there is ways to cheese it if you want to save a little bit of meso, but you still want to do this. Okay, chill, pretty chill. Yeah, show me what the farming is like later, Janus. Yep. So I'm not gonna use I'm not using I'm not using this or this in this map. Okay. With the 20 Janus, basically, the ball here, ball here. And then I'm gonna put the fountain myself, and then I'm just gonna stop Punisher. And then AFK for 20 seconds.
Oh, so these orbs will just kind of trigger everything?
The orb lasts 20 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, and they'll just trigger everything for 20 seconds and you press them again.
Yep.
Okay, not bad.
So farming just really chill.
Yeah. Okay, so if you had to give a ranking for farming based off of the idea of only having Janus 1, what would you rank it?
Only Janus 1? I didn't think about this too much, but... I still give S. You don't have to move much still. It's only 2-button pressing.
Yeah.
And it does get chill, a lot more chill too after Janus 20.
I think maybe like we've had a lot of the S's that we've had for this have been for classes that like even with Janus 1 can like AFK for like a really long time.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's like a couple classes that can basically like just go place summons down for like a minute. And or like they only have to press like one button every 30 seconds or something like that.
Then probably A then.
Yeah.
We can lower it. Yeah.
Someone was asking if you can do those balls on your Q, those like fireballs. Do those work with Dusk as well? Like they proc Dusk?
It should be, yeah.
Yeah. Would that full clear the map for like 20 seconds or?
No, it's gonna be consumed on the mob.
Okay.
So it won't be lasting for next wave.
Yeah. So the only reason it works with all the summons is because your summons just kill everything and then they have no targets to hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because it only summons like, whatever, like 15, 20 fireballs.
Something like that.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, for our last section, let's talk about your class animations. So obviously we've seen like pretty much everything throughout because you had the effects turned on for us. But if you could real quick, if you don't mind taking off your nodes, your boost nodes, so we can see what your skills look like before you get your masteries, and then if we can see the difference with the masteries unlocked again.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's been too long. It looks tiny sec. Yeah. This is the flame sweep.
Yep.
That's a basic skill, and then this. Hold on. It's a flame haze.
Okay.
It's kind of bulky, right? And then eruption.
Okay.
If you compare to the boosted version. Just a lot bigger.
Yep. Okay.
A lot bigger as well.
Yeah.
And I think if you get the Hexa, you get more range on the Flame Haze.
Oh,
cast.
okay. Interesting.
And then you can also cast the Disruption from farther away.
Okay.
And this Disruption. It's just a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And then more modernized, looks like, I think.
Yeah. A very cool animation.
Yeah. What's next? Megiddo. I need the target for this.
Oh yeah, your Ifrit, your summon. Does that change with mastery too?
Yes, it does change.
Oh shit.
So without the Hexa, look like this.
Okay.
Just blue flame bouncing.
Yeah.
And Ifrit is just a rock.
He's so little.
A little rock. And then the tip. And then with the Hexa. Wait, what? Why is it not bigger? What?
What happened?
Am I missing something?
I have no idea.
I guess I go back to the workshop. Huh?
We bugged it.
I don't know what's going on. Okay, maybe we'll fix later. This is our flame aura, infernal aura.
Okay.
And just around us, just text next to it. Ignite earlier. I'll turn it on.
Yeah.
Another just fire on the ground. Not it's not as dark as the Hexa version of it.
Uh-huh.
And the meteor like this, just a smaller version.
Yeah.
And then final attack like this. I think everything gets more darker. It's like more red, darker red with the Hexa. Like.
Yeah.
With Ignite, a lot. It's I guess it's get bigger too, but a lot more darker.
Yeah.
Something weird is that my character is behind the Ignite some reason. I don't know if this is bugged or not, by the way. You have to get used to this. I don't know why. Meteor, a lot bigger, a lot bigger.
Yeah, that skill looks sick.
COLDMAYO.
It's pretty cool. And then here's the final attack procs. I think I used Make It earlier for the attack version.
Yeah.
More bright and bigger.
Yeah, they're bigger too.
And then am I missing something aside from
Wait, press the summon again.
Aura. Summon.
Oh, the aura looks way cooler too. Yeah.
Aura is a lot cooler. Yeah, a lot bigger. There we go.
Oh, there he is.
It's a little bigger now.
Yeah.
And then more edgy, I guess. I don't know.
He evolved like a Pokemon.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Pretty cool. Give me the origin one more time.
Origin. I like Origin.
I love this origin, dude. I actually love this origin. This is one of my favorite ones.
I like my Origin a lot too.
It's so sick. The only thing I don't like is there's no lingering effect afterwards. Like if there was like a background change while you had that buff, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, you don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
I think it's because we don't have like big cooldown spells or anything. We don't really have like something like wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
but
yeah.
it's still real. I think the meteor shower, that one is really clean.
Meteor's
Like,
probably
really well
the
done.
best one.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's also I forgot about this. This our creeping toxin.
Oh,
Fifth
yeah.
job. Before 6th job.
Yep.
It's just on the floor. This an explosion. After the Hexa, you need to wait for the cooldown.
Sure.
It gets more artwork done by the next one.
Oh.
You can see like poison dripping, I guess, like jumping up and down.
What? There's like little like what is coming out of there? Oh. Looks like insect legs or something. Like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of cool
Oh, yeah.
though. It looks really they did a really good job visually with this class. All right, so give me your biased opinion. What would you give the ranking for the animations on Fire Poison?
Animation. I never had a problem with the animation. I am satisfied, but probably just B again because I think other classes like you mentioned lingering effect or like their longer cooldown skill tend to get be more bigger.
Yeah.
And, in terms of how it looks like.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we don't really have anything like that. So yeah, I say B.
Okay.
Nothing bad though.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think
it.
I think it looks great. There's no big aside from the origin, there's no big moment where you're like, yo, I'm popping off, right? Because of the visuals. It's just consistent, like, okay, here comes more damage, here comes more damage, here comes more whatever. But I think it's cool. Honestly, I don't know. I think you've kind of sold me. This class might have like a really special little place in my heart now. I don't know. This is like super unique, and something about it. Something about it. I'm really into it. Okay, so like this is the part of the interview where I would usually start to wrap it up. We pretty much covered everything that I wanted to talk about. I'm going to, if you still have time, just really quickly let chat ask any questions that they might have. An extra, just 5 minutes of questioning, whatever it is that they might have. Guys, now is your time. We got COLDMAYO here for a reason. Some things that have been pretty regularly asked, I'll just cover them real quickly. So first, is any part of your class ping reliant?
No, I think someone else mentioned it too, but it's just after the patch where like a few years ago, the patch where TP was ping reliant was fixed to the client-sided. No, there's nothing. There shouldn't be any ping reliant stuff going on.
Okay, dope. Second question: how are you going to be affected by the 2-minute patch?
So our 2-minute patch is basically like a patch where our skill floor is raised up, and then we do lose some final damage.
Okay.
But it's just a little bit. But overall, it should be a gain because like our cooldown, our fury becomes 60 seconds. So I don't have to use it off cooldown anymore. So it can be actually lined up with the AB link. That's really nice. And then I can also have be more get away with it. Can cast with the continuous probably after that.
Yep.
Every time I need to use it. And then our Poison Nova, you don't have to kiss the boss every time and try to get most proc out on the boss. Like right now, you only hit 4 because the boss is small. Yeah. But after the change, when you hit 3, that's all the damage you can do. Okay. But you'll do the same damage as you hit all the clouds right now.
Okay. So pretty good changes overall, but like maybe for like the top performers, maybe like a slight damage decrease.
Yeah. Perhaps, yeah. A little bit, but I think the fury change is bigger because it's 6 seconds. You can have AB link every time. Yeah. And yeah. Okay.
Someone asked, how do you see fire poison within the burst meta?
I think we're over the burst meta. It wasn't too fun living in the burst meta, to be honest, because we don't really have a burst, so like I think everyone's our perspective on this class was really bad. Yeah. But I think our DPM is still fine to I was able to pull like my own weight most of the times. Yeah. But yeah, in the burst meta when the party play, unfortunately it's not the go-to class to ask.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Makes sense. How do you feel about the most recent balancing that reduces damage but also reduces skill cast time delay?
Okay. Our APM is gonna be really high. Okay. In one hand, I'll be TPing left and right because there's also TP delay change, and then you want to make as much Unite Sex as possible with the final, and then also a Meteor final attack. So our hand's gonna get a lot busier in that aspect, but if you're mentioning the Infinity change as well, it's nice since you don't have to manage Infinity anymore. And also, I mentioned earlier that our Haze and the Eruption has pretty big delay. Yep. Casting delay. That got significantly reduced. So boss like Saren, where she stabs a lot fast. Yep. I think we can dodge it. Okay. Even though we cast it, so it's in that aspect, it's actually really nice because I like even right now I get hit by a lot of boss attacks because our casting delay is too big, and then I just happen to cast a skill when she's attacking, and then I just have to take the L and then get hit. But after the change with the delay changes, I can pretty much dodge everything, even though if I can just react in time with my hands.
Okay.
So that's nice.
How do you feel about someone, or what would you think about someone who wanted to make fire poison as a potential future Legion champ?
It is pretty good in Kalos if you want to see the end of it, because I think our ignite with this thing hits a lot in the Kalos boss for some reason, because it's sort of some kind of weird mechanic going on, and then also it's pretty. The FP is pretty good on DPSing in Kalos. You can just jump TP up and down. So in that aspect, and with the Infinity change where it makes the beginners more friendly, I think it's pretty good. Okay. I think it's more harder to kill the Sarah in the min spec than Kalos at that point.
Okay, interesting.
But since if you're killing Kalos, then you should be easy killed on the Sarah.
Interesting. Someone's asking, do you think Ignite should be targeted, or do you have any other things that you would hope that could be changed about fire poison in the future?
Yeah, I hope it gets when it hits the boss, or like when it gets summoned, like it just attached to the boss and then just does damage.
Yeah, like just a burn, just on the boss instead of on the ground.
This is pretty kind of outdated mechanic, I think.
Yeah.
And I think that's all what KMS FPs are asking for. Just have this attached to the boss, so we don't have to like TP around the boss so much.
Yeah.
And, like, you
know. Is there anything else that you would change?
Anything else? I wish that our TP does not generate the ignites.
Okay.
So we don't have to. Our DPM optimization doesn't revolve around TPing left and right.
Yeah.
This is also just kind of outdated.
I'm gonna be honest, so, like, I don't play it, but I 100% can agree with that.
Yeah. So like especially I don't know. Maybe I'm getting older, but my wrist gets tired sometimes. And then if with the delay patch, like reduce delay, it's gonna be even more pressing. So. Oh. Yeah. It's tough.
No, I feel you, bro. I'm getting old too. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, I wish they like delete the proc on the ignite with the TP, and then they just give us final damage as compensation. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
Hopefully you get that.
Yeah. All right, brother. Well, that pretty much covers it. Oh, one last thing. What about for your inner ability? What do you play?
Right now, attack speed, boss, and 38. Boss,
okay.
Observation.
And and in terms of cooldown on your hat, what's like the minimum you think someone should aim for like a newer player?
Newer player? I mean, you can always start with -2, since that's not too hard to achieve. And then as you get stronger and have more meso to spend on, you can just naturally just get to like -3, -4. And then everyone's dream -6 someday. Someday.
So basically, like any increase to cooldown reduction on your hat is better, right? Like
yes.
Okay, so like if you could get a 5, you would go for a 5.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay. Okay, got it. Any last words? Any final thoughts for anyone who maybe is thinking about picking up fire poison and playing it in the future?
Yeah, it is a lot more different than most classes where they have a burst skill. But I found it really fun just trying to micromanage all the skills I have, like just managing my buffs and everything. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of just use this, use that, use this, and then you're never bored. I like it a lot. I'm happy with this.
Yeah, I'm very interested. I mean, you've already sold +1 person to the class, so, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty more that see this that think the same thing. All right, brother. Well, that's all I got for you. I really appreciate you taking the time and prepping, and yeah, I know you like took a little bit of a break, so I'm sure you had to do a little bit of catch up to make sure that you were on top of all of the new masteries and everything like that. But yeah, you're the GOAT, bro. I think you should get yourself some sushi with some spicy mayo tonight because you deserve it.
Maybe. It's dinner time soon. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, and then congrats on finishing the series.
Yeah. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you for being the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Would have it no other way. All right, we'll talk soon, brother.
All right. Goodbye.
Later. Damn, guys. COLDMAYO, the fucking GOAT. I like that guy a lot. Holy cow. Yeah. What a nice dude. Honestly, I've been very pleasantly surprised by pretty much every single person that I've talked to. Like, all the endgame Maplers are, like, so chill and, like, way more, like, I don't know, just like cool and normal and humble compared to, like, what I was expecting. I don't know. You guys are sick. Pretty much every single one. Like, this whole experience has been amazing. COLDMAYO, Fire Poison, the GOAT, was recommended to me by Comet, another Fire Poison GOAT. Now, obviously, that whole interview was very different than some of the other ones that we've done. We literally, like, skipped the burst section, which is crazy. I honestly didn't even think about what I was gonna do there before we started. I also obviously didn't know for sure that it had no burst. I just heard a rumor from Twitch chat, which usually has no idea what the hell they're talking about. But turns out they were right this time. Damn, good for you guys. I'm proud of you. I think this class is very unique, and I say this at the end of every single interview, but truthfully, I really enjoyed leveling my Fire Poison. Even though I only leveled it to, like, level 200, I really enjoyed playing it for that very short period, like that one day, whatever it was. And I am very much so interested in playing it some more in the future. I think the masteries make it look absolutely beautiful. I think it looks just so great. And I mean, even though it's has no burst, that damage in the X-Lotus looked very solid. Very solid. So overall, I mean, obviously it's got its weak points, but overall I think the class looks super interesting. So if you end up picking it up, yeah, let me know. I could definitely use a little bit of a push if you really love it and you think that you can help convince me to play one as well. Okay, with that, as always, Twitch chat, I appreciate you guys for being here for our 51st and final Maplestory class interview. Thank you for participating in the community votes like you always have. Thank you for being respectful and supportive of my guest as you always have. YouTube, I hope you enjoyed every single one of these. If you haven't watched all of them, you got a lot of work to do. There's a lot more content out there for you to watch. And I mean, hopefully I'll see you guys again in the future. We got some more stuff to do, right? Right, guys? I won't talk specifically about what the plans are next, but yeah, we got some more stuff on the horizon. I may have a couple more class interviews coming up in a week or so. But what could that possibly be? Because we're already done all of the classes. I guess you'll have to wait and see. Anyway, my friends, thank you so much for watching, whether it was the first or the last. I appreciate you all for all the support and everything throughout the entire journey. This is probably one of the biggest tasks, projects that I have ever taken on as a content creator, and it was an absolute blast. And yeah, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. I hope you all enjoyed. Fire Poison players, I hope you learned everything that you needed to learn from this. COLDMAYO the GOAT. one more time. Maybe it'll be the last. Maybe it won't be maybe it will be the last. Maybe it won't be the last. I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace!